Welcome to the journey of financial mastery. Today, we start with the most important rule of wealth, understanding that your money must work harder than you do. Let us begin by breaking the chains of old financial habits. Look at your savings. If they are just sitting in a regular bank account, inflation is slowly eating your future. You are losing purchasing power every single day. It is time to move from saving to strategic investing. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it earn it, those who do not pay it. Small amounts invested today grow into massive fortunes tomorrow. Time is your greatest ally in this race. Stop trying to get rich quick. The market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Slow, steady, and consistent contributions are the secret to building a legacy that will last for generations. Notice the world around you. Opportunities for wealth are everywhere, but most people are too distracted by temporary pleasures. Focus on assets that put money in your pocket, not liabilities that take it out. Discipline is true freedom. The biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. By avoiding the market, you guarantee a loss of value over time. Learn to manage risk instead of fearing it. Knowledge is the best insurance against financial failure. Diversification is your protection against ignorance. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across different sectors to ensure that a single failure cannot destroy your entire portfolio. Stay balanced and stay safe. Fees are the silent killers of wealth. Even a small 1% fee can steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from your retirement over 30 years. Always look for low-cost index funds to keep your hard-earned money. Your mindset determines your net worth. If you think like a consumer, you will always be broke. If you think like an owner, you will find ways to profit from the very companies you use every day. Take a breath and look at the big picture. Financial independence is not about being a millionaire. It is about having the choice to spend your time exactly how you want. Freedom is the ultimate goal of this project. Emergency funds are your financial fortress. Before you start aggressive investing, ensure you have 6 months of expenses tucked away. This peace of mind allows you to stay invested when the market gets volatile and scary. Consumer debt is a trap designed to keep you working forever. High-interest credit cards are financial vampires. Kill your debt with a vengeance before you try to build wealth. You cannot fly while carrying heavy lead weights. Automate your success. If you wait until the end of the month to save what is left, there will be nothing left. Pay yourself first by setting up automatic transfers to your investment accounts every single payday. The stock market is not a casino. It is a reflection of human progress and corporate productivity. When you buy a share, you become a part owner of a business. Treat your investments with the respect they deserve. Nature shows us that growth takes time. You cannot rush a forest and you cannot rush a portfolio. Stay the course during the storms. The sun always comes back and the market always rewards those who wait. Education is the highest-yielding investment. The more you learn about how money moves, the less likely you are to be cheated. Read books, study charts, and listen to those who have already achieved what you want. Avoid the noise of the news. Financial media lives on panic and excitement. Your strategy should be boring and consistent. If your investing feels like a roller coaster, you are probably doing something wrong. Keep it simple. Index funds are the ultimate tool for the common investor. They allow you to own the entire market at a fraction of the cost. Why try to find a needle when you can just buy the haystack? Understand the difference between price and value. Price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Just because a stock is cheap does not mean it is a bargain. Always look for quality assets at fair prices. Walking through the city, you see the structures of commerce. Every building and every store is an opportunity for those with capital. Position yourself to be a collector of rent and dividends, not just a payer of bills. Taxes are your largest expense in life. Learning how to use tax-advantaged accounts like the 400 and 1000 or IRA is essential. Every dollar you save from the taxman is a dollar that compounds for your own future benefit. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. The perfect moment was 10 years ago. The second best moment is right now. Get your money into the market today and let time do the heavy lifting for you. Lifestyle creep is the enemy of wealth. As your income grows, keep your expenses stable. The gap between what you earn and what you spend is your ticket to freedom. Don't buy a bigger cage as you earn. Market crashes are actually sales. When everyone else is panicking and selling, the wise investor is looking for bargains. Be greedy when others are fearful and fearful only when others are being incredibly greedy and reckless. Even in a simple setting, the rules of money apply. You don't need a fancy office to be a genius investor. You just need a plan and the discipline to follow it through the good times and bad. Asset allocation is about balance. Your mix of stocks, bonds, and cash should match your age and your goals. Rebalance your portfolio once a year to make sure you aren't taking more risk than you can handle. Beware of financial gurus promising secret shortcuts. There are no secrets, only math and patience. If an investment sounds too good to be true, it definitely is. Protect your principal at all costs from silver-tongued salesmen. Passive income is the holy grail. It is money that comes in while you sleep, travel, or spend time with family. Building streams of passive income is the only way to truly own your life and your time. The power of no is a financial superpower. Saying no to unnecessary purchases today means saying yes to total independence tomorrow. Every dollar spent on junk is a soldier you've removed from your army of wealth. Stand tall and look toward the horizon. The journey is long, but every step counts. You are building a foundation that will support you and your family for decades. Stay focused on the prize and never look back. Real estate can be a powerful wealth builder. Using leverage to buy property allows you to control a large asset with a small amount of cash. However, remember that with great leverage comes a much greater responsibility. Emotional intelligence is more important than IQ in finance. Your ability to stay calm when the numbers on the screen turn red will determine your success. Don't let your lizard brain make decisions for your bank account. Keep your financial life organized. If you don't know where your money is going, you can't control where it ends up. Track every penny for a month and you will be shocked at the leaks in your boat. Health is your first wealth. There is no point in having a massive bank account if you aren't around to enjoy it. Take care of your body so you can enjoy the fruits of your financial labor later. Even on a quiet day, the wheels of the economy are turning. Every transaction is a tiny heartbeat of the global market. Be a participant in the growth of the world and reap the rewards of global productivity. Avoid hot tips from friends or family. Most people are guessing. Stick to proven strategies that have worked for a century. Boring is beautiful when it comes to long-term wealth. Leave the excitement for your hobbies and life. The latte factor isn't about coffee, it's about the small, recurring expenses that drain your wealth. Small leaks sink big ships. Find those recurring costs and cut them out to accelerate your path to financial freedom. Credit scores are a tool, not a status symbol. A high score gets you lower interest rates on the things you actually need, like a home. Use credit wisely, pay it off monthly, and never pay a cent in interest. Think in decades, not days. The daily fluctuations of the market are just noise. The trend of human progress is always upward over the long term. If you believe in the future, you should be an investor today. In the heart of the city, wealth is concentrated. But you don't have to be a corporate giant to participate. The digital age has democratized investing. You have more power in your pocket than a 1980s banker. Inflation is the invisible thief. If your money isn't growing at least as fast as prices are rising, you are getting poorer. Investing is not a luxury. It is a necessity for survival in a world of fiat currency. Net worth is what you own minus what you owe. Focus on increasing your assets and decreasing your liabilities. It is a simple game of math. Don't let your ego get in the way of your balance sheet. Philanthropy is a part of wealth. Once you have enough, help others. Giving back provides a sense of purpose that money alone cannot buy. True wealth is measured by what you can give away without feeling poor. Don't be afraid to ask for help. A true fiduciary financial advisor can save you from making massive mistakes. Just ensure they are working for you, not for the commissions from the products they are trying to sell. Even in the middle of nowhere, the principles remain. Wealth is a state of mind and a result of habit. Whether you are in a skyscraper or a field, your financial destiny is in your own two hands. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Don't waste another minute regretting the past. Start your investment journey now and watch your future self thank you later. Peer pressure is a budget killer. Stop trying to keep up with the neighbors. They are likely drowning in debt to maintain an image. Real wealth is silent and invisible. Be rich, don't just look rich to others. Your career is your primary wealth engine. Invest in your skills to increase your earning potential. The more you can earn, the more you can invest, and the faster you will reach the point of total financial independence. Understand the power of dividends. They are the company's way of saying thank you for being an owner. Reinvest those dividends to buy even more shares, creating a powerful feedback loop of wealth that grows itself. Looking out over the landscape, remember that patience is a virtue. The market rewards those who can endure the wait. You have the tools, the knowledge, and the time. Stay the course and the world is yours. Protect your assets with insurance. One bad accident or illness can wipe out years of hard work. Proper coverage is the foundation upon which your financial house is built. Don't leave your family's future to chance and luck. Beware of the sunk cost fallacy. Just because you spent money on a bad investment doesn't mean you should keep holding it. Admit the mistake, take the loss, and move your capital to something that actually has a future. Marriage and money are deeply linked. Ensure you and your partner are on the same page regarding goals and spending. A divided household cannot build wealth effectively. Communication is the key to a shared financial legacy. Teach your children about money early. Financial literacy is the best gift you can give them. If they learn to save and invest young, they will never have to struggle the way previous generations did. Break the cycle. Nature's cycles are a reminder of the market's seasons. There will be winters of recession and summers of growth. Prepare during the harvest so you can survive the cold times with ease and confidence. Stay ready always. Gold and silver can be a hedge, but they don't produce anything. Productive assets like stocks and real estate grow the economy. Keep commodities as a small part of your plan, but focus on things that actually create value. The rule of 72 is a quick way to see how fast your money doubles. Divide 72 by your interest rate. This simple math helps you visualize the incredible power of compounding over time. Math is the language of wealth. Don't be a victim of your own success. As your portfolio grows, keep your ego small. Staying wealthy requires a different set of skills than getting wealthy. Humility and caution will protect your gains from being lost again. The end of your working life should be a choice, not a necessity. By investing now, you are buying your future freedom. Imagine a life where every day belongs to you. That is the power of a solid plan. Here we are at the first major milestone. You have the foundation, you have the grit. Now we continue the climb to the summit of financial independence. The journey gets even more exciting from here. Let's go. Welcome to the second chapter of our mastery. We now move beyond basics into the mechanics of long-term preservation. Protecting what you have built is just as important as the initial growth. Let us refine your financial strategy further. Market volatility is the price of admission for long-term gains. If you want the safety of a bank account, you must accept the certainty of losing value. Embrace the fluctuations as the heartbeat of a healthy, growing portfolio. Tax loss harvesting is a sophisticated way to turn a losing trade into a winning tax strategy. By selling underperforming assets, you can offset your gains and lower your bill. Always look for ways to keep more profit. Beware of the siren song of IPOs and hot, new tech stocks. Most of the gains are made by insiders before the public even gets a chance. Stick to companies with proven earnings and solid balance sheets for security. Observe the patterns of history. Every crisis feels like the end of the world, yet the global economy continues to adapt and grow. Your job is to stay rational when the world around you is reacting emotionally. Rebalancing is the only way to buy low and sell high automatically. When stocks soar, sell a little to buy bonds. When stocks drop, use bond gains to buy the dip. This discipline keeps your risk under control. Your home is a place to live, not necessarily your best investment. While it builds equity, it also costs money for maintenance, taxes, and interest. Don't over-leverage your life just to live in a prestigious and expensive zip code. The most expensive words in investing are, "This time it is different." It is rarely different. Cycles of greed and fear repeat because human nature never changes. Study the past to protect your financial future from common mistakes. Liquid assets provide freedom. Illiquid assets provide stability. A healthy portfolio needs a bit of both. Ensure you always have enough cash on hand so you are never forced to sell your long-term investments during a temporary market downturn. Standing here in the heart of progress, remember that you are an owner of this advancement. Every innovation contributes to the value of your diversified holdings. You are riding the wave of human ingenuity toward your personal freedom. Sequence of returns risk is critical as you approach retirement. A big market drop in your first year of retirement can be devastating. Learn to shift towards safer assets as you get closer to the day you stop working. The 4% rule is a guide for how much you can safely withdraw from your portfolio each year without running out of money. It is the golden benchmark for financial independence. Know your number and aim for it daily. Financial vampires come in many forms: hyphy mutual funds, whole life insurance, and complex annuities. If you cannot explain how an investment works in 2 sentences, you probably should not be putting your hard-earned money into it. Bear markets are where the real wealth is made. Bull markets are just where it shows up on the screen. Do not fear the red numbers. They represent the opportunity to buy the future at a massive, limited-time discount. Even in simple moments, the logic of compounding applies. Constant, incremental improvements in your savings rate lead to massive shifts in your retirement date. Every $100 saved today is worth $1,000 in your future. Avoid the trap of yield chasing. High dividends often hide high risks. If a company is paying out 10% while the market pays 2%, ask yourself what they are trying to hide. Quality always beats a high yield. Dollar-cost averaging removes the stress of timing the market. By investing the same amount every month, you buy more shares when prices are low and fewer when they are high. It is the perfect strategy for consistent, long-term builders. Your circle of competence is your safety zone. Invest in what you understand. If you don't understand how a company makes money, you are gambling, not investing. Stay within your limits and you will stay in the game. Automate your bills just like you automate your savings. Late fees are a total waste of capital. Use technology to handle the boring details of your life so you can focus on the big strategy of wealth. Reflect on how far you have come. Knowledge is a ladder. With every step, your view of the world becomes clearer. You no longer see products, you see cash flows and business models. You are becoming a master. The psychology of money is the hardest part to master. We are hardwired to run when things get scary, but in finance, that is when you should stand your ground. Master your emotions and you will master your fortune. Opportunity cost is the hidden price of every decision. Buying that new car doesn't just cost the sticker price. It costs the 30 years of compounding that money could have earned. Always weigh the future against the present. Estate planning is the final act of a wise steward. Don't let the government decide what happens to your legacy. A clear will and trust ensure that your wealth goes exactly where you want it to go. A side hustle isn't just for extra pocket money. It is a way to diversify your income streams so you aren't dependent on a single employer. In a changing economy, being your own backup plan is true security. Notice the details. Wealth is built in the margins. It is the small choices, repeated daily, that create the giant outcomes. Stay disciplined in the small things, and the large things will take care of themselves over time. Market timing is a fool's errand. Even professional traders fail at it consistently. Time in the market is always more important than timing the market. Stay invested and let the long-term trend do the work for you. The best hedge against inflation is owning pieces of great businesses. Companies can raise their prices to match inflation, protecting their profit margins and your investment value. Stocks are the ultimate shield for your purchasing power. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the cars not bought, the watches not worn, and the first-class tickets not booked. Real wealth is the flexibility and options provided by the money you have saved and invested wisely. Margin debt is like fire. It can cook your food or burn your house down. Never borrow money to buy stocks unless you are an expert who fully understands the risk of a margin call. Stay safe and keep control. Standing on the edge of a new era, recognize that the traditional path is broken. You cannot rely on a pension or a single company. You must be the architect of your own financial fortress and your freedom. The value of a dollar changes over time, but the value of a good habit is eternal. Every time you choose your future over a fleeting desire, you are strengthening the muscles of your ultimate financial success. Health insurance is not just for doctors, it is a vital part of your wealth protection. A single major medical event can bankrupt the uninsured. Treat your premiums as a necessary cost of defending your growing investment portfolio. Health insurance is not just for doctors, it is a vital part of your wealth protection. A single major medical event can bankrupt the uninsured. Treat your premiums as a necessary cost of defending your growing investment portfolio. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. A portfolio of 3 total market index funds is often more effective than a complex mix of dozens of individual stocks. Don't mistake complexity for intelligence. Keep your strategy clean and easy. Even in the quietest settings, the principle of rest is important. Sometimes the best thing to do for your portfolio is nothing at all. Don't tinker with a winning plan just because you feel bored or impatient. Social Security is a supplement, not a plan. It was never intended to be your sole source of income in old age. Build your own private pension through your investments so that Social Security is just a bonus. The latte factor isn't an attack on your coffee. It's an illustration of how small, unnoticed leaks can sink even the biggest financial ship. Audit your subscriptions and small daily habits to find hidden wealth for yourself. A credit card is a tool for convenience, not a loan for a lifestyle you can't afford. If you can't pay the balance in full every month, you are losing the game. Never pay interest to a bank. Think globally. The world economy is vast and full of growth outside your home country. International diversification ensures that your wealth isn't tied to the fate of a single currency or a single nation's political landscape. We have reached the century mark of our journey. You now possess the mental framework of a true investor. You see the world differently now. The noise has faded, and the path to freedom is clear and open. Capital gains taxes can be managed with a little bit of planning. Holding assets for more than a year significantly reduces the percentage you owe. Patience is rewarded not just by the market, but also by the tax code. The gap is the space between your income and your expenses. Most people focus only on the income side, but if you widen the gap by controlling expenses, you accelerate your path to freedom much faster than through raises. Dividends are the heartbeat of a mature portfolio. They provide cash flow without needing to sell your shares. Reinvesting them during your working years is like adding rocket fuel to your compounding engine. Let the cycle continue. Avoid the trap of comparisonitis. Looking at your friend's new boat or your neighbor's vacation only leads to poor financial choices. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Focus on your own goals and progress. In any environment, remember that your capital is your army. Each dollar is a soldier that can capture more dollars for you. Don't send your soldiers off to die on useless liabilities. Send them to build wealth. The market doesn't care about your feelings or your needs. It only cares about value and earnings. Detach your emotions from the numbers on the screen. Be a cold, rational observer of facts and you will always win. Charitable giving can be tax efficient. Donating appreciated stocks instead of cash allows you to avoid capital gains taxes while supporting the causes you care about. It is a win for you and a win for the world. Financial literacy is a superpower in a world of debt. Most people are struggling because they don't understand the rules of the game. You are now part of the minority that knows how to win. Use it wisely. Your time is the most valuable asset you own. Money is simply a tool used to buy that time back. Every investment you make is a payment toward your future freedom from the necessity of labor for money. Look around you. The structures of wealth are built on discipline and long-term thinking. You are now building your own structure. It may be invisible to others now, but in time, it will be an unshakable fortress. The emergency fund is your insurance against the unexpected. Life will throw curveballs, job losses, repairs, or health issues. Having cash set aside prevents you from raiding your long-term investments and ruining your compounding at the worst time. Leverage is a double-edged sword. It can magnify your gains, but it also magnifies your losses. In the hands of the inexperienced, it is a recipe for disaster. Only use debt when the math is 100% in your favor. The rule of 72 helps you understand the speed of your wealth. If your money earns 10%, it doubles in 7.2 years. If it earns 7%, it takes about 10 years. Use this math to set realistic expectations. Financial independence isn't about quitting work. It's about the freedom to do work that matters to you. When you don't need the paycheck, you can finally pursue your true passions without fear of failure or financial ruin. Observe the natural world. Growth is often slow and boring until it becomes sudden and spectacular. Your portfolio will behave the same way. Stay patient during the boring years so you can enjoy the spectacular years later. Risk and reward are inseparable. If you want high returns, you must accept high uncertainty. There is no such thing as a safe investment that pays 10%. Understand the trade-off and choose the level that lets you sleep. Self-investment is the highest ROI. Improving your skills, your network, and your health will always pay better dividends than any stock or bond. You are the engine of your own wealth. Keep the engine tuned and running. Market cycles are inevitable. Don't get too high during the booms or too low during the busts. Maintaining a steady, even keel is the mark of a veteran investor. Your long-term plan should survive any single market cycle. Complexity is often a way for the financial industry to hide high fees. A simple, low-cost index fund strategy beats almost every complex hedge fund or active manager. Don't be fooled by jargon. Look for results and low costs. We have completed the second major block. Your knowledge is now deep and broad. You have the tools to survive any storm and thrive in any boom. The final stage of our journey toward absolute freedom begins now. Welcome to the final phase of your evolution. We have mastered growth and preservation. Now, we focus on the mastery of legacy and the transition to total freedom. The path ahead is about precision, clarity, and the ultimate finish. Inflation protection is paramount as you reach the summit. Real assets, such as commodities or inflation-protected securities, ensure that your lifestyle remains unchanged regardless of what happens to the value of the dollar in the global economy. The sequence of returns is the final hurdle. A market crash just before you stop working is different from a crash at the start. Learn to build a cash cushion to weather the first few years of independence safely. Trusts are not just for the ultra-wealthy. They are tools to protect your assets from legal disputes and ensure your family is taken care of without the delays of probate. Secure your fortress for the long term. In every setting, the air of freedom feels the same. It is the absence of worry and the presence of choice. You have earned the right to stand tall and look at the world on your own terms. Capital preservation becomes the new priority. Once you have won the game, you stop playing for more and start playing to keep what you have. Risk management is the guardian of your final financial peace and security. Avoid the trap of one more year syndrome. If the math says you are free, believe the math. Fear will try to keep you in the cage, but you have the key. Trust your work and your discipline. Health savings accounts are a hidden treasure. They offer triple tax advantages: tax-free contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals for medical costs. Use them as a stealthy retirement account to cover your future healthcare needs and costs. Diversification across jurisdictions is the ultimate level of safety. Owning assets in different countries and currencies protects you from local political instability or economic localized downturns. Become a global citizen of wealth and a master of safety. Take a moment to realize you are part of the elite few who finished the race. Most quit. You persisted. Your life is now your own, and the horizon is wider than you ever imagined it could be. Fixed income assets provide the floor for your life. While stocks provide the ceiling, bonds and treasuries ensure that your basic needs are met regardless of market drama. Balance your greed with the wisdom of guaranteed income streams. The withdrawal rate must be flexible. In bad years, spend a little less. In great years, enjoy the surplus. A dynamic spending plan is more resilient than a rigid one and keeps your portfolio healthy for many decades. Wealth is a tool for impact. How will you use yours? Whether it is supporting a cause, helping family, or starting a passion project, your money now has a purpose beyond just buying things and paying bills. Don't neglect your physical health now that you have financial wealth. All the money in the world cannot buy a single day of life once it is gone. Eat well, move often, and protect your most valuable asset. Even in nature, there is a time for harvesting. You have planted the seeds and nurtured the growth. Now, it is time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. The harvest is sweet for those who worked hard. Keep your mind sharp. Financial independence is not the end of learning, it is the beginning of deeper exploration. Use your free time to master new skills and stay engaged with the ever-changing world around you. Legacy is about more than money. It is the values and wisdom you pass down to the next generation. Teach your heirs how to manage the wealth you've built so it lasts for many lifetimes to come. The bucket strategy organizes your money by time. Bucket 1 is for now, bucket 2 for the next 5 years, and bucket 3 for the long term. This structure removes the fear of daily market fluctuations and stress. Review your insurance one last time. As you age, your needs change. Long-term care insurance can protect your estate from being drained by nursing home costs. Close every gap in your armor to ensure total financial safety. You are standing in a place of total clarity. The confusion of the past is gone. You understand the systems of the world. You are no longer a victim of the economy. You are its master. The cost of living is flexible. If you want to retire sooner, find a place where your money goes further. Geo-arbitrage allows you to live like royalty on a modest portfolio by choosing the right location for your home. Financial peace is the goal, not just a number on a screen. If your investments keep you awake at night, you have too much risk. Adjust until you feel total calm. Prosperity should never come at the cost of peace. Be wary of lifestyle inflation in retirement. It is easy to start spending more when you have all the time in the world. Stick to your withdrawal plan and let your surplus compound for your heirs and your legacy. Celebrate your wins. Most people never take the time to appreciate how far they have come. You have achieved something extraordinary. Take a breath, look back at the climb, and enjoy the view from the very top. Nature shows us that everything has a season. Your season of accumulation is over. Welcome to the season of distribution and enjoyment. It is a different mindset, but one that is well earned through your years of discipline. Market history is a series of recoveries. Every downturn has been followed by a new all-time high. Keep this perspective when things get bumpy. The long-term trend of human progress is your strongest and most reliable tailwind. Simplify your accounts. Consolidation makes it easier to track your wealth and reduces the chance of errors or missed opportunities. A clean financial life is a manageable one that allows you to focus on living well. The wealth spiral works both ways. Just as debt can destroy you, a paid-off lifestyle and growing investments create an unstoppable force of freedom. You are now at the center of a positive, life-changing financial spiral. Real estate equity is a dormant giant. If you have a paid-off home, that capital is safe but not productive. Consider how your home fits into your total net worth and your long-term plan for income and legacy. Look at the path you've carved. It is a roadmap for others to follow. By changing your own financial destiny, you have changed the future of your entire family line. You are the pioneer of your own Freedom ND legacy. Social Security timing is a strategic decision. Waiting until age 70 can significantly increase your monthly check. Treat it as a high-yield, government-backed annuity that protects you against the risk of living a very long and healthy life. Annuities can be complex, but simple low-cost versions can provide a guaranteed floor for your income. Only use them to cover your absolute basic needs. Leave the rest in the market to continue growing your real wealth. Financial stress is the leading cause of health problems. By removing that stress, you have added years to your life. Your portfolio is not just a bank account. It is a life extension device that buys you peace. The world is full of noise, but you have the signal. Don't let new trends or crypto revolutions shake your foundation. Stick to the timeless laws of math and human behavior that have served you well so far. Even in the wildest places, the laws of value apply. Scarcity and utility determine worth. You have built a life of high utility and low scarcity. You are in control of your environment and your personal destiny. Safe is a relative term. Cash is safe from market drops but dies from inflation. Stocks are safe from inflation but die in crashes. True safety is found in the balance of different assets working together in harmony. Your largest asset is now your time. Use it wisely. Don't trade it back for money you don't need. Spend it on people, experiences, and growth. That is the only way to get a real return on life. The inheritance of habits is more important than the inheritance of money. If you leave your children wealth without wisdom, it will be gone in a generation. Give them the tools to build their own fortunes. The final goal is a zero balance at the end. Die with zero by giving to your children and charities while you are still alive to see the impact. Don't let the taxman be your primary heir. We are entering the final countdown. Every lesson has led to this. You are ready to step into a life of total autonomy. The world is small when you have the means to explore it all. Direct indexing is the next level for large portfolios. It allows you to own individual stocks within an index, giving you ultimate control over tax loss harvesting and social alignment. Refine your edge as your wealth grows larger. Beware of the gilded cage. Don't let high-end luxury become a new set of chains. True freedom is the ability to live simply if you choose. Keep your needs low and your options high for ultimate happiness. The yield on cost shows you the true power of long-term holding. A stock you bought 20 years ago might now pay you a dividend that is half of your original investment every single year. Stay patient. Concentrated wealth is created through focus, but it is preserved through diversification. If you made your money in one company or one industry, now is the time to spread it out and protect your victory from luck. In every corner of this land, the opportunity for freedom exists. You have found it. You have claimed it. Now you must live it. The transition from worker to owner is now complete. Welcome to the new you. Financial advisors often hide behind assets under management fees. A 1% fee sounds small, but can eat 20% of your final nest egg. Always prefer flat-fee fiduciaries who have no conflict of interest with you. Waiting is the most expensive tax you will ever pay. Every decade you delay starting cuts your final wealth in half. Time is the only ingredient in the formula that you can never buy back once it's gone. Debt consolidation is often a band-aid on a bullet wound. If you don't change the habits that cause the debt, the hole will just get deeper. Treat the root cause of spending, not just the monthly interest rate. Tax loss harvesting turns your investment lemons into lemonade. By selling losers to offset your winners, you tell the IRS you made less than you did, keeping more of your hard-earned capital working for your own future. The industrial age is over, but the lessons of production remain. You have built a personal machine that produces wealth. Like a well-oiled engine, it now runs on its own, providing for you without needing your constant labor. Future. Relying on an inheritance is a dangerous gamble. Nursing homes and taxes can vanish a family fortune in months. Build your own wealth first. Anything you inherit later should be a bonus, not a requirement for your survival. Leasing a car is the most expensive way to drive. You are paying for the steepest part of the depreciation curve and owning nothing at the end. Buy quality used cars and drive them until they are truly finished. Refinancing for cash flow can be a trap. Resetting a 30-year mortgage when you are 10 years in adds massive interest costs. Always calculate the total cost over time, not just the monthly payment in your bank account. Timeshares are liabilities, not assets. They are nearly impossible to sell and come with ever-increasing maintenance fees. If you want to vacation, just rent a hotel. Don't sign a contract that follows you to the grave. Even the smallest details matter in a large plan. Like a well-placed bet, every small choice adds up to the final result. You have stayed focused on the goal, and now the finish line is finally in sight. The final years of compounding are the most explosive. Your portfolio will grow more in the last 5 years than in the first 20 combined. This is the reward for the decades of patience and discipline you maintained. Admitting a mistake is the cheapest way to invest. Don't let your ego keep you in a losing position just because you want to be right. The market doesn't care about your pride, it only cares about value. Social Security will not save you. It is a safety net, not a lifestyle plan. The gap between what the government provides and what you need is your responsibility. Build your own bridge to a comfortable and secure retirement. The freedom number is the moment your investments pay for your life. When you reach this crossover point, you are officially free. You no longer work for money, money works for you. Congratulations, you have won the game. We have reached the end of the Salt Flats. The journey is complete. You have the knowledge, the wealth, and the freedom. The horizon is yours to explore. Go live the life you were meant to live. Freedom starts now.